Hey everybody, so it's Mara back with another video, and today I just want to talk to you guys about RSV versus a baby having the flu. And this is just from a mom's standpoint of view. I definitely am no doctor or anything like that, but this is just my experience with everything. And before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to my videos. Also, before we get started, I just wanted to say I'm so bad on my videos. Like, I literally, like I said before, am just struggling with what to even record, and also because it's just been so much stuff going on, I just haven't had the time. But with that being said, let's just start talking about everything. So I just want to start off by saying that Iris has had both the flu and she has had RSV, all within probably like 2.5 to 3 months apart. That has been the only time that she has really been sick, so she's been pretty good. And really, she only got the flu because my dad had it, but other than that, she probably wouldn't have gotten it. We keep her very close. We keep her covered. We don't let anybody just hold her, and we are very, very particular about where we go and everything like that. So she had RSV first, and then she turned around about, like I said, 3 months later and had the flu. The telltale sign about a baby being sick is definitely their temperature. If anything, it's the temperature. And for the RSV, she had a temperature, so we took her in, and her pediatrician said that she had tested positive for RSV. When he came back in, he was like, oh, I hope that it's not the flu. You know, he was saying that a lot of parents freak out if it was the flu because they test her for the flu and RSV. And so he came back and he was like, oh, lucky y'all. He was like, she doesn't have the flu, and so that's great. And so I was like, okay, well, that's good. At least she doesn't have the flu, you know, because they make it seem like it's so much worse. But I just want to tell you guys, in my honest opinion, her having RSV was so much worse. Oh my God, so much worse than having the flu. And I'm going to tell you why. With the RSV, she had runny nose, she had congestion, she had very bad coughing, and she had a temperature. And so with all that being said, the only thing that we really could do for her was have the humidifier, have the suction cup for her nose for all the snot and everything to come in so we can pull it out, and also just like Tylenol for her fever. And I am pretty sure that's all that we did. We could not give her any medicine or anything for the RSV. She also threw up everything. Like, I would breastfeed her and she would literally throw up all her milk every morning. It was just like she couldn't keep anything on her stomach. It was very sensitive. The only thing we could give her was Pedialyte at the time. And so turn around 3 months later, she had the flu. And the thing with the flu, she definitely had a temperature, but that was it. Like, when I tell y'all, the only thing she had with the flu was the temperature. She was like hitting 103, 104. We ended up taking her to the hospital actually with the flu, but it was just, she was just really sleeping the whole time. She just had a temperature and she was really sleeping. Of course, we watched her like so close with both of them, but in my opinion, RSV was so much worse. Like, even throughout the night, she would get up, she was so like restless, and then she would sleep, and then she'd be restless, and it was just like back and forth. And I used to have to get up, suction her nose. Like, with the flu, all she did was really sleep because she was so tired and she really just didn't feel good. She did not have not one runny nose. She might have had a slight cough, but it wasn't bad at all. Not as bad as the RSV. But RSV was so much more scarier. Like, I was like freaking out because, once again, I am a first-time mom. And so also another difference with the flu and the RSV is, like I said before, you could not give her anything with the RSV, but with the flu, she did have Tamiflu, I believe, with the liquid. So that was another thing. The flu had medicine, but the RSV, you couldn't have medicine. I'm not sure if that was the difference. Maybe not. But I feel like just the symptoms of it, I feel like the RSV was worse. I guess the reason why I made this video is because, you know, maybe every baby is different, but I feel like Iris definitely did worse with the RSV, and I'm not sure what it stands for, but it's like a respiratory infection. How she got it, I do not know. He said that she probably got it from out of the air, because their immune systems are so low. And I remember that day before, we did have revival at church. Like I said, I do not take her out just anywhere. I'm very particular about where I take her out. She's always covered up with like 2 blankets over on top of her cover of the car seat. It's always so funny because when I go out in public, everybody's always like, oh my God, you were so smart. Like, you definitely have her covered up really good. And so honestly, they can just catch it from anyone. I'm so glad that she's feeling so much better. You know, anytime a baby is sick, it's so scary, but at the end of the day, you just have to pray and just put your trust in God and just pray that they're gonna be okay, and they will. You know, just put your faith and trust in God and they will be okay. But I'm so glad that all of this is over, and I feel like a little bit experienced now. Hopefully when I have more kids, if they do tend to get it, I'll know how to approach everything, and hopefully they won't get it. But yeah, in my opinion, I just feel like RSV was so much worse. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to my TED Talk for today. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And like I said, that's just my experience on RSV versus the flu. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this little video, for moms especially. And you can comment below what you think. But make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I'll be back with another video.